Welcome back. In this lesson we are going to learn how to apply a solid. And by solid we mean just a flat blanket of colour. So where would you use a solid? You'd use a solid for a couple of things. You can use it either as a background, so if you just want a simple red or white or black background, a solid basically just draws in a vector square for you, filling the page. Or you can also use it as a top layer that you mask out certain sections. If you're, for example, layering a graph or a type over an image, you might use a solid faded in over the top to give your text a bit more punch. So let's do that now. Let's try applying a solid. So this is pretty handy. We're going to go through masking shortly, which will explain some of the values of solids. But here is how to do it. So we go composition, we go layer, new, solid. And basically this is just a big square that's going to cover the page. So let's make it, let's make it blue. Alright, it's already borrowed our attributes from the composition, so that's fine. We go OK. And look, what do you know? There's a solid. Now why can't I see anything else? That's because it's sitting on top of the pile and it's first to camera. So of course if you move the solid to the left, you'll see all your other stuff. Now a lot of people use solids for just generic backgrounds. So now let's just turn off these film and image layers here and just keep our type on. So if we send that blue to the back, that can be our background. It's just a basic way of putting in, flat colour. Now, you might also use it. Let's just turn that film back on. So let's bring the solid to the front of the pile by Shift Command right hand bracket. Brings it to the front, or if you want to do it the old school way, you just go into the arrange things and put your little Horlicks on a doily while you do it. Alright, now bringing a solid to, let's bring it back one layer. Bringing it to the front, you can also use it as big sort of blanket overlay. So what I mean by that is you might want to start your solid up here, and again just keyframe it, position there. Maybe it can follow your text down like there. So let's just see how that looks. It's just a big flat panel. You might want to run it, instead of over there, you might want to run it from the side, whatever. We've got a double keyframe there. It might just be something like that. Another good thing to use solids for is if you're running text over an image and you need separation. A really good method is to, let's start a new one. Let's go new solid, maybe do a black solid this time. Alright, yeah, black solid. Let's just place that under the text. So select our layer and go send layer backward. Right. Now we don't want it fully black, we want it about 10% black. So we'll just open up our transform controls and make the opacity, let's start at 0. And by the time the text comes in, we want it to just be a little darker so we can read the text. Look at that, eh? Now our text looks beautiful. And play it. So it's a really, it's very handy for just doing wholesale sort of colour tints, just quick and easy hands-on colour tints. Or once that text disappears, it's starting to disappear there, so we'll put in a new keyframe there and bring it back to 0, so we get our image back. So that's one good way to do it. One good usage for it, I mean. And let's give you another example of what we can do. So we might want to go the old-fashioned start your image to the left. Solid to the left maybe. And just put it in as a bit of shade cloth. I like to call it shade cloth. You want it to scroll in and be about there. So, oops, we forgot to keyframe that. So position your keyframe there, and then set your position, your starting position keyframe. Go there. Alright, hit play. So that's a good use for solid. And again, you can control all the attributes of the solid in your transform menu here. Alright, that's it for solids.